How does psychology impact strategy? Organizations are really just a compilation of individuals' focus. So if we know where we are focused individually, collectively, we can use that to determine the direction of the organization. Here we have a focus spectrum, and the focus spectrum is based on the assumption that our focus is somewhere on a spectrum, meaning at some point it's holding us back, and then other times it's actually driving us forward. And we call this red side versus green side focus. Red side focus is where we get really focused, or we spend too much time focusing on obstacles, we're assigning blame or fault, and we become experts on why things won't work. And these things really become self-centered behaviors or self-centered focus. It creates anxiety, and essentially we're not moving anywhere, we're stopped. Now, we do need to spend time analyzing obstacles. We do need to understand why things don't work. We need to understand these things from an analysis perspective, but we can't live on the red side. We need to sometimes move over to the green side of the focus spectrum, and that's where our outcomes are. We need to create outcomes and then focus on those outcomes and use the obstacles only long enough to enable us to move over to the outcomes. We need to learn from what happened in the past rather than assign fault or blame so that we can create new results. And then we have to figure out what will make it work as opposed to why it won't work. Again, we spend time on the red side, but if we spend too much time focusing on the red side, we never have enough time to get to the solutions, which live on the green side. So how does this impact or affect the strategy? When looking at strategy, we go to the strategy whiteboard and we take intentional time to stop and pause and analyze, and that is the red side of the strategy whiteboard, or the focus spectrum, where we're actually intentionally deciding to analyze our culture, our external impacts, our internal evaluation, historical results, and our strategic foundation. Now, once we've done our strategic analysis, we then move to the green side, intentionally to the green side of the focus spectrum, where we identify our clear strategic focus and outcomes around our customer and market, product, operations, and our people. So what we have here is a process where we incorporate psychology into the strategic direction of the organization, looking at our strategic analysis, strategic focus and outcomes, and then we move on to the implementation side, which of course implementation is all green too. Now, we need to consider that throughout this process, we need to go back and analyze what's going on, how we're doing, what's impacting the organization, how we're positioned internally, so that we can then move to the green side and collectively move the organizational focus to the green side of the focus spectrum so that we can start stretching our goals and moving forward in order to make the impact or fulfill the cause that we're intending to go after organizationally.